Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson. Eric has the night off. We start at 6 with the sentencing of a 19-year-old Madison man responsible for the brutal murder of a 16-year-old just last year. News 3's Marc Lovicott was in court today and has more. Yeah, Sarah, Frazier will be 40 years old by the time he gets out of prison. He has struggled for most of his life with abuse, neglect, and crime. He has spent every birthday since he was 13 locked up behind bars. The hope is that he will take the next 22 years to get help.
There really is no more serious offense than the taking of a life.
It was June of last year when a sanitation worker made a gruesome discovery behind a strip mall in Fitchburg. The 16-year-old would eventually be identified as Lorenzo McKittrick, stomped and beaten to death for his shoes and his cell phone. More than a year later,
you can't put a positive spin on this case in any way, shape, or form.
The man responsible for McKittrick's death, Frazier, learns his fate. The 19-year-old, no stranger to the criminal justice system, when he was just 13, he raped 2 women at gunpoint on this Madison bike trail. His own attorney admitting Frazier is a danger to society.
If Keandre was out today, I couldn't sit there and tell you that he wouldn't do anything.
That could have been anyone's son or daughter walking through there at that time. And again, that's one of those things that makes us all feel a little bit less safe.
So I believe that as things currently stand, you do pose a significant risk to reoffend in a violent way.
It's why Frazier will spend the next 35 years in the Wisconsin prison system, 22 years behind bars, and 13 years extended supervision. Dane County Judge Julie Genovese had compassion for Frazier's family troubles. He was abused and neglected as a child and started using drugs when he was just 9 years old. Judge Genovese says she has hopes that Frazier will eventually be able to turn his life around.
I think you can be put back together again, but you're going to need a lot of help. And that's going to have to be in a confined setting where you can get the treatment and the help that you need.
Frazier did not speak at today's sentencing. Instead, he wrote a letter that his attorney read. He apologized for his actions and told the McKittrick family in that letter that he wished he could change what he did.
It really is a sad story.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Marc.
Sure.